So I just got to talk about this. This will be a short one, although you never know. So I was talking to Jack Napier over at Red Evening, and we're talking about Russell Brand. He's like, hey, you hear what Russell Brand did? I don't pay attention to the Hollywood. I know Russell Brand was dating a bunch of gals back in the day that were young and pretty back when I was young and pretty. And he says, oh yeah, he's exposing the COVID BS or some that was not leftist. And I was like, wait a minute, Russell Brand. He's like, yeah. I'm like, the guy with the hair, hippie, edgy. Yeah. I'm like, wasn't he some spouting left-wing talking points that Hollywood told him to talk about? They told Robot, Mr. Longhair, hey, Mr. Longhair, Mr. Do the Thing, the kids are all zany. You know, as synthetic as sorry, boys and girls, as synthetic as hairband rock wasn't naturally forming. At least Kiss knew it. At least Gene Simmons knew the formula. The guy that the corporations created to say the leftist talking points like all the other ones 15, 20 years ago, now he's some big-time podcasting guy who's not a Dennis Prager's blue blood conservative, cowboy hat wearing, but he's more libertarian. And oh my gosh, did you know the socialism and the Democrats are doing some bad things? And I'm like, is he really saying that now? And it's the classic. Well, it's a lot of classic things, but it's the classic. John McClane from the Nakatomi Plaza has to throw a body of a terrorist out to hit the cop car. Is welcome to the party, pal. So the only reason that prompted this is I hit the monetization thing and moved to a different screen, and Russell Brand video shows up, and he's getting 4,600 views an hour. There's a VPH, view per hour, and I'm happy when I get like above 100. He's getting 4,600, and it's like you're the I don't know, you're the nerd in school who knew whatever was like, no, I got to do the engineering. I got to do this thing. I'm going to work hard. And you're picked on because you weren't. And then there's Russell Brand. Oh, if he wasn't the jock, I don't know if this still exists in high school, but back in the day, there was basically dirt balls. You know, the pothead, cool acoustic strumming. Russell Brand, long haired, dopey looking F. And he was different. He was whatever. Wore patchouli. And I'm probably being a little bit hard on Russell because he must have some kind of talent, and he obviously he's big and famous, and he's coming around. He's not, hey, did you know? But there was a type. These are the guys who immediately got into grunge. Oh yeah, I know. I'm just a little more sad, read poetry, that kind of crap. You're like, no, you're just a modern day hippie who doesn't want to work. So then you guys go and whatever, you join the military, you get the GI Bill, you go off, you become a tradesman, you work hard, you go to school, become an accountant, something like the doctor, surgeon. And it's like coming to your 30-year high school reunion, and the guy comes out, the same burnt out hippie. He wasn't burnt out. He was only, 17 years old. Now he's a full grown man. Dude, did you know there's like this socialism thing, and like hard work is really important, and we got a labor productivity issue, and maybe the government isn't our best friend? It's like, where the hell have you been? What, you Ward Cleaver now? And the funny thing is it's not necessarily the girls are all fawning over him, but everyone's fawning over him now for stuff that you were saying 30 years ago. That's been common knowledge at Ward Cleavers. It's just now it's dressed up in the funny hat with the hair. And I'm just like, and it tells you something very important lesson. It's marketing, guys. It's the cover on the book. It's not what's in the book. It's how did you deliver it? And you put some funny long-haired guy who no more than 15 years ago was whatever. Well, Trump was around 15, whatever. I guarantee if we go back far enough, complaining about Bush or Republicans or the environment, whatever. And now, hey, did you know you got to pay your taxes and work hard? We should balance the budget? Like, No crap, Ward. Where have you been? And hang on. How long has Cappy been saying this? You gotta go back to 2004. Look at my blog. Oh, nerd, Squaresville. Oh, you just hate the minorities. Hang on, let me go Russell Brand YouTube. What does this guy got? How many subscribers? How much does this deep philosopher have? Oh, Troy France is a huge fan of him. 5.9 million. 5.9 million. Look at him. He looks like that the guy, Alan Watts. Oh my God. Oh God. Boys, don't go to college. Don't pay your taxes. Don't work hard. Don't be an engineer. Do it, but do it on the sly. Don't tell no girls. Grow your hair out. Oh yeah, I'm into the hippy dippy wahoo crystals. And oh yeah, socialism is great. Oh, and then wait till you're about 45 and you're starting to get some gray hair. And then you get edgy. Then you go libertarian edgy. Wait a second. Did you know there's this thing called the national debt? And then people are like, oh, there is not singing Jim Morrison who's still alive. Yeah, man. And you can have 6 million subscribers. I'm glad Russell is finally. Hey, look, he's bringing alternative ideas into the minds of the sheep right now. I just, man, if I had 5.6 million subscribers, you wouldn't see me again. You wouldn't. I'd be gone. I'd be like, how much money? Bye. And in my stead will be Russell Brand. He has long hair. He'll say the exact same things I said 20 years ago, but it'll be cool with long hair and a hair bun. But to related to the title of the story, I guess I should tie this back to the title of the story. Just a political observation. We don't have, like, it was my old man. My old man was Democrat. Joe Soucheray, you can look him up. He was Democrat. And it took them decades to wake up and realize not necessarily that the Republicans were the the saviors, but the real threat were Democrats and leftism and socialism. We don't have time, right? Do you want to hear the boring guy who predicted this 20 odd years ago? Here. We don't have the time to move at the lethargic, slothful, glacial pace that Russell Brand does. You young kids you can't afford to be these Gen Xer who kind of wake up like, hey, I'm almost 51 years old. Did you realize you don't have the time? You need to realize early on that no, you can't major in what you're passionate about. Follow your heart, the money will follow. You can't fall for the chakra crystals. You can't fall for the UBI. You can't fall for the socialism. You can't fall for the, I have this trait. Look at myself in the mirror. I'm great because of this trait I was born. You guys have got to be a little quicker than Russell Brand. Otherwise, there won't be much of an economy or society left to really fight over anything. And I know the boring Ward Cleavers and the nerds in the square, Thomas Sowell. How boring. How Snoresville. Well, Thomas Sowell was saying this long before even I was alive. Y'all just don't like him because he's a boring old. He's really old. He's 80. I know, economics. Who would have? It's just. Do you know you should eat your fruits and vegetables and take your vitamins? Really, Russell Brand? We should. Why didn't anyone tell us? All we should do, Russ, listen to me. Here, you're your own brand, right? Why don't you just take your long hair? Roosh kind of did this with his face. He had his hair with just a yellow circle in there. Why don't you just do Russell Brand everything? Because nobody knows common sense anymore. And you just put your hair or that brand, that image on things like Russell Brand vitamins. Did you know vitamins are good for you? No. Yeah, man, Russell Brand vitamins. And it's got your hair with a hair bun or whatever your hairstyle is this week. And then Russell Brand's book. I'm not kidding. If you're listening, Mr. Brand, I'll go write a book on economics for you, okay? We'll put your spin on it. I'll explain some things to you. You will make millions of dollars on top of the millions you've already made. Brand economics. How's that, man? You even got the title right there. And we put your hair on it. And all the cool hip kids will tune right in and will regurgitate the exact same crap that Larry Hazlitt wrote, Milton Friedman wrote, Adam Smith wrote, Ayn Rand wrote, a bunch of, whatever. We'll put your hair on it and you'll outsell them all. Don't worry, it's still going. We're not turning it around. All right, what do we got? Do we have any super chats? I still get Troy Francis bows down and worships this guy. I was reading Troy Francis's book, How to Be an Asshole, by the way, pick it up. I'm like, Russell Brand? That guy. Oh, yeah, he's edgy and he doesn't give any F's. He's totally alpha. I'm like, yeah, I know. Yeah. Now he's our philosopher king. Alex Patino, a truck driving Latino agent in the field, $10. Happy Labor Day, Cappy. Here's some money for your hard work. Thank you. Oh, the hard work is it's done. I was going to put in a retaining wall. And then I looked at it and I had to put some drainage up top on the hill so the water wouldn't come. So I had to dig a drainage trench with Russell Brand's hair. So now it's a really cool drainage trench, and all the girls show up like, oh my God, what an amazing trench. How does it work again? It diverts water. I never knew about. Why didn't anyone but Russell Brand tell us about that now? Russell Brand truck driving, Alex. Put on a wig. Get some groupies. So that had to be done. Then the hill I'm trying to retain, it's steep, and I'm looking at it like, I don't got enough bricks to do the whole darn wall. And I'd have to get different type of bricks because it'd have to go up too high. I'm like, but I could put a lip up there. I'm like, wait, I got boulders. Dude, lifting boulders into my truck. No joke. Masculine stuff. Like a real Ford truck commercial, like it used to be before all the project managers bought trucks for their mid-upper level managerial jobs. And it's not no joke, throwing in rocks. But I got a beautiful boulder wall now, and that ain't going anywhere. So that shored up the upper third, and now I can put in the rest. And now I get grass and foliage and weeds to grow, and it's very stable. But that was hard work. But that's one, the retaining wall is all that's left. And that's not going to be that high, so I don't have to dig that deep of a trench. Product of Cook County, $79.63, $5. I have both my parents laughing out loud, but trust me, I know many failed abortions from living here. I love Thomas Sowell. Got to get one of his books. Thomas Sowell, just so you know, I've never read any of his books, but I didn't have to because I read other books and studied economics. And you get enough data, they're just going to confirm what you already empirically know. I'm not kidding. Russell Brand could just write a book, just read Economics in One Lesson from Larry Hazlitt. I think that's Larry Hazlitt. Basic Economics by Thomas Sowell. He just writes his own little spin and version. And then everyone will tune in. All right. That's it. We'll see you guys later. Toodles.